Hey, what is going on, guys? Alejandro here, and welcome back to another episode of Magayon. In this episode, we're going to be building a luxury 5-star hotel. A little bit of an apology for the start of this video. I'm sorry, but I wasn't able to record the build for how I built the main building, like that shape. So I'm just gonna be explaining it to you before we start explaining what's happening on the screen. So this building is just four identical buildings clipped together to form like an S shape. And yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, this build is a luxury 5-star hotel. I'm taking inspiration from is the one in Manila, if you're familiar with it. I just saw this in Google Maps, and then I saw a story of it on Instagram, and it was like, wow, this building looks so cool. And it's shaped like a cruise ship has docked, but instead of on the water, it's like docked above land, like it's there. And I kind of like the architecture of it. But anyways, that's all that I'm taking inspiration from it. The exterior, the pictures that I saw, and the bird's eye view. So yeah, they have these, each corner has like a private entrance road access thing. So as you can see, I'm building it now. But this one here is, the direction of this road is quite wrong, and I think it's just for aesthetics right now. Most of what I'm doing is for aesthetics, but I'm also very interested in the traffic flow of the city. And ever since I saw the update of the node controller, I think I'm going to be redoing some of the expressways, because I think there are better ways to do them, and the traffic there is quite a little bit messy, if I can say so myself. Even though there's not that much traffic, yeah, I'm going to be fixing that in the future. But for now, we're going to be focusing on building up this entire land reclaimed area and filling in the lots with various buildings. But I think I'm going to be leaving some empty, because some of the lots here in real life, where I'm basing it off of, are still empty or are under construction, so that we can focus on other parts of the city, like the main city itself, like the old city and the newer cities. Because what I'm building here is not actually like one city. If you're familiar with $2.20's recent series like Marble Mountain and Oceania, especially Oceania, I'm taking huge inspiration from the ideology that's behind Oceania, and the idea that it's not just a single city, but rather it's an entire region. It has different types of environments all packed in a map. And with that, with the map size and everything, we can't fit in everything to scale, so we have to scale things down. And yeah, what I'm building here is super scaled down. If this was the real thing, I think it would be twice as big. Like, instead of just one block, it would occupy, I think, 4. But yeah, we're just doing with what we have here and what we can to make it look aesthetically pleasing from above. Like, it's, it has a similar shape and a similar vibe from real life, but also making it look beautiful on ground level. So Magayon is focused on the bird's eye view and also the ground level view, because I want to have the experience of everybody here. If you were to be like living here in real life, to have a very nice experience walking around the city. Because in Manila, there are only specific places where you have like walkable streets, and a lot of the streets there are very crowded and very packed. The density in Manila is one of the densest cities in the world. And yeah, I'm going to be incorporating a little bit of density. We have to keep it in reality, even though Magayon is not based 100% reality. In fact, Magayon is an alternate reality, wherein the Philippines was never colonized by anyone. Spain, America, Japan, or whatever, we weren't colonized, just like Thailand, I think. And we were able to grow independently on our own, with only little influence from the people who should have colonized but sadly weren't able. It's just science fiction alternate reality type of thing, because I want to have creative freedom when building this series, so that we have a little bit more, make it a little bit interesting, not make it too bland, and give it a sort of a zhuzh, if you know what I mean. But anyways, I went on a completely different tangent, which I am known for. But yeah, you saw me build that elevated pathway thing, and it also serves as a, what do you call this, like shade for people under it. So yeah, I haven't updated node controller in this episode, but in the next I will. But yeah, I could have used, like, move the, like, the road, make it wider so that they would have, access to the center, but I just used surfaces for that. Anyways, I'm just placing down commercial buildings like the small ones, which you can put at the base of any building to make it commercial. And yeah, not only on the whole side, but only on one side, because the other sides are private. And the buildings, the shops here are luxury. So yeah, this is a luxury hotel, and you have to have luxury stores in luxury hotels. Louis Prada Gucci, up them tanks. If you know that, comment down below. Anyways, so I also use those. I get so distracted sometimes. I use those road pillars to make it to use as pillars, but I think they're too thick. But it is what it is. We have to work with what we got, and yeah, as I've said, I've just placed those surfaces so that you have like another elevated layer. And this building is quite layered. The original one has different layers. I think it has, it has a lot of layers. I'm too lazy to count them. But here I had the base, which is on the ground floor, the elevated one, and then the rooftop. The rooftop is just a little bit bare at the moment, but you're going to be seeing that a little later on in the video, so I'll explain it then. But now I'm just placing down some pathways, as you can see, and I'm going to be placing grass over the pavement, because Magayon is, in the last episode I said that Magayon is striving for carbon neutrality by 2030, which is quite an ambitious goal. But as I've said, this is not based 100% on reality, but it's an alternate reality, so we can do whatever we want there. But it doesn't mean because we can do everything that we want that we can't base it off reality, because if we go a little bit too far off reality, then it doesn't seem tangible anymore. Like when they make movies, like Marvel movies, they still have to incorporate what's happening in reality into the fiction. Yeah, so I'm incorporating a little bit of that into the series, which I'm so excited for because I have a lot of things planned. But yeah, now I'm just placing a green roof, which most new buildings in Magayons are required to have, because I made a legislation. Wow, precedent. I made a legislation that requires all new buildings to have like a specific percentage of it green, like most specific amounts of space of it green, like I think 50%, 80% green or something, like from the above, so that the urban heat island effect won't be as strong, and that it will make increase land value and stuff. But I'm not that well versed in the science of it, but I understand it, I understand it well, that I can explain it to you guys. But yeah, we're using green roofs, and we're increasing the amount of foliage in the city, because the Magayon is in a tropical country, so it can handle a lot of trees in the city, which other cities can't. So yeah, I'm very lucky that we live in a tropical country, and yeah, we can have trees and they have no problem growing. But the main issue is, in reality, we have little trees in the metro, and yeah, flooding is an issue. Urban planning is literally, I don't think, exist in Manila. Yeah, they had plans, like Daniel Burnham had a plan, and I think I'm going to be also using Daniel Burnham's plan for Manila. Here's a picture of it. Yeah, in my last series, I used his plans for Chicago. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about. Okay, I'm just landscaping, putting some trees, and putting these Korean fences from the workshop to separate it from the people as a road barrier for the people, for the pedestrians and the cars. So yeah, getting back on the Daniel Burnham tangent, I will just be placing down trees there. So yeah, he's one of the most famously known urban planners of his time, and I use one of his plans for Chicago as the basis for Caleandria. But Caleandria was sadly cancelled or put to an end for now. Don't get their hopes up. It's put to an end because the computer, my old setup, wasn't able to handle it. It was so crappy, and yeah. Anyways, now we have Magayon, which is the next step towards the goal that towards what Calihandria was planning to be. Calihandria was a capital city, which was, very ambitious, very, 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 very. So yeah, I toned down the ambitiousness of Calihandria to be able to make it feasible in city skylines and with the equipment I have and the time that I have, because we don't have a lot of time doing this because there's school and stuff. And yeah, anyways, speaking of the 80% green thing, yeah, this building is one of the newest buildings in Magayon. It incorporates vertical greenery and also, like as I've said, grass roofs and stuff. So, and we have a lot of plants, but I don't know how to put trees on like higher elevations. Like instead of I don't know how to not allow trees to clip on ground level, if that makes any sense. Because yeah, I tried to before, I was able to do that, but now it's like I don't know how. Yeah, so if you have any suggestions on how I can place trees on like top of buildings without it being a building, by the way, because I actually downloaded like tree buildings, but I want like trees like literal trees, not assets, or not building assets, but I don't know, procedural objects haven't worked for me. There's a problem with it, I don't know why. But anyways, yeah, if you have any suggestions, comment down below. Kindly appreciate it. I read all the comments, so if you have any suggestions on what to build next, I would look into it. I'll look into it. I might do it, I might not, but thanks for the suggestion because the algorithm likes that. But yeah, the video is almost coming to an end, and I don't think the roof is like a little bit bare for now. Yeah, I just left a little bit of green, made it green, but I think that's good because we already have a lot of greenery at the bottom, and I think we don't need more greenery on top, because I don't think the game would be able to handle in the long run. I don't think it's viable anymore because the game is not like designed to handle tons of assets and props. So yeah, we just have to find the middle ground, the Goldilocks zone, just right, not too hot, not too cold, allowing life to exist in this planet we call Earth. But anyways, this video is sadly coming to an end, I know. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below what you want to see next, or any suggestions, because I read all the comments. And don't forget to turn on the bell notification so you'd be notified whenever I upload a brand new video and when I upload my asset list to the workshop. Yeah, thank you for all your support. And to support me, if you want to support me even more, I have officially just launched my Patreon page the other day, and it will greatly help me in creating more higher quality videos for you guys. And you'd have exclusive content, early access to all videos, and become an official citizen of Magayon. You can even have your name in the end of the video and get a shout out, which is a segue. Shout out to CJ Newton for being my first ever Patreon. Yeah, thank you for your support. And if you want to support me on Patreon, it's patreon.com/Calihandro. And yeah, that's all. So if you like this video, once again, give it a big thumbs up, comment down below what you want to see next, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. This is Calihandro, signing off. Bye!